Hey, now I can hear it.
So I was gonna say, I guess you can actually kind of hear it through the headset since I have it like maxed out. In
Yeah,
the volume.
when you're not using it, I can hear it.
All right, you know what?
Hey guys,
me.
we're back. He's fiddling with his mic.
Oh, now I don't have to face the computer. I can actually look at you. So we have a plan, and that plan is to do what we want to do. I don't really remember my train of thought anymore. We had some technical difficulties, and it wasn't even technologically based.
No, we're just dumb.
No, it was the mic stand was giving a hard time. So we said, I give up.
We kind of got derailed a little bit, but that's
Just
okay.
a
We'll
bit.
figure it out. As we go.
That's, yeah. Ooh, I didn't realize. I was peeking there. My mic's a little more sensitive than yours. And
okay.
they're like the same mic. So I just have to be a little further away from my mouth. Okay, there we go.
You
My
good?
apologies for that. So how you doing, baby?
I'm good.
We're back, baby.
Hopefully for good this time. No more interruptions.
Yeah. So last time we talked, I just got in my new place, and then we were gonna record again, and then a pipe burst in my apartment.
We had a flood.
Yeah. Luckily, nothing was damage of personal property.
Just the walls.
Yep, just the walls and the floors. Lots of mold. It was icky, so I haven't been in my bedroom for the last month and a half.
Yeah, I was gonna say it seems like it's been at least 2 months.
Yeah, it's been it was the beginning of August when it happened.
Holy crap. Okay.
Yeah, so it'll be 2 months this month. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we're back now.
Yep, still don't have a room, but we said screw it. We've been impatient for just waiting to have the room back because I've been living in the recording room.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a makeshift bedroom right now, but it'll do.
Yeah, I get some sleep. Hasn't been the greatest.
Hey, sleep is sleep. It's better than none.
Yes, I'm not gonna complain, I guess. But I am going to take a sip of my coffee in my R2D2 mug.
I do like that mug. It's a very nice mug. Where'd you get it?
I got it for Christmas. I believe it's a Hallmark mug. I got it for Christmas, and it's funny because I was talking with my sister like a month before Christmas, and we were talking about Christmas gifts, and I was like, you know what's a lazy gift? Mugs. And she made a face, and I pretended like I didn't know what that face meant. I knew she got me a mug for Christmas.
It's a nice mug, though.
It is a nice mug, so I'm eating my own words on that one.
Yeah.
That's fine, though.
And then, meanwhile, here's me. I've gotten you like 4 mugs as gifts over the last few years.
Yes, but they have personality. They're not just like, I went to Yosemite, you didn't, so here's a mug.
Right, yeah. There's usually a theme behind it.
Sorry, Yosemite.
Yosemite, shout out to Matt Monjet.
So, we'll quickly update. Other than the pipe burst, the room's almost done, so I'll be back there. Other update, I got my hands on some pretty nice Star Wars paraphernalia,
Yes, you did.
which, if we have time, we might do a little unboxing, because I don't know everything I got.
Okay.
So,
I mean, I'm in.
yeah, long story short, somebody couldn't have it all anymore. So,
So you have it.
yes, I have it now. So,
I've got you now.
a couple things are not that old. Some things are. That's pretty cool. I've never been a mint condition kind of guy. I don't really care about it being out of the box or in the box, but I will out of respect for the people who really do care, what is in a completely intact box, I will leave it there. But if the box is damaged, I will take it out of the box.
Yeah, I mean, it's already lost its value, so you might as well.
Yeah. I guess that some people would argue differently. I don't know. I'm not a collector.
Neither am I.
So,
But hey, if you like it, do what you want.
and
with
guess
it.
what?
It's yours.
I was about to say, it's mine now.
So you can do whatever the hell you want with it.
Other than that, I don't have any other major updates since we last did an episode. How about you?
I don't think so. Not that I can think of.
You didn't have any floods? You had a rat.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure if it's a rat, but
Oh, you had a stinky boy of some kind.
yeah, I have something that died in my walls or something, and it's just attracting a ton of flies, and I'm struggling to get rid of them. That's about it. That's my life the last week. Just dealing with flies.
Frickin' flies. They've been horrible this year.
I've avoided them for most of the year up until about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, my downstairs neighbor likes to keep all her trash in her back hallway, which I do as well, but she also leaves her porch door open. I do not have a porch, so she's letting in all of the wildlife.
Yeah, no, you can't do that.
So my apartment, in turn, gets flooded with flies.
No, you can't do that. That's a big no-no.
Yeah, she's been talked to by the landlord, by us, by the first floor.
Well, clearly she's
Yeah.
great at listening.
Now, I'm not going to blame the daughter entirely because she's taking care of her mom, and who knows, her mom might have like Alzheimer's or something, so she doesn't remember, and then that's the least of the daughter's concerns.
Right, but if it's been brought up to you a few times, like at what point do you think,
I like to give the
okay, this
benefit
is a
of the
real
doubt.
problem? No, I understand, but still.
So I've got one quick challenge before we get into any topics.
Oh, no.
I just thought of it. Can you find a corner of my room that isn't touched by Star Wars?
That's got Return of the Jedi. That's
Yeah.
got Star Wars.
He's pointing at different walls in the room. The wall west to him has some boxed
It's
figurines.
got some knickknacks. I don't see anything on the wall behind me.
So that's why I was specific to say corners of the room and not necessarily walls. That wall behind you, I have some shelves that I have to put up that I will put whatever is in these boxes on top of. But
I'm guessing you have Star Wars stuff somewhere in some of those
yeah,
containers
so
or
in the wall
drawers or something.
or on the wall behind you, not just necessarily on the wall, but against the wall, I've got like a Millennium Falcon wireless charger port.
Oh yeah, there it is. I see it. It was hiding.
And then the R2D2 behind me,
Yeah, no,
the
you-
mug.
Your room with Star Wars is how my entire apartment looks with Bruin stuff. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you'll find it everywhere. And I think in every room but the bathroom.
There's helmets. I have a thermos. 2 thermoses, actually. There's one that says pew pew.
Pew 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 pew.
Yeah, the beginning to Star Wars with Chewbacca with sunglasses. And next to it is a Darth Vader corksicle.
Yeah, that was really cool.
They
You have
have
a
new ones.
C-3PO one too.
I have
right?
C-3PO. I have 2 C-3POs and 2 Darth Vaders.
Okay.
Each are a different kind of container.
All right.
Got like 3 canteens and then 1 travel mug.
All right. Word.
Okay,
So, what's on the agenda today?
The number one biggest thing that it fits with how we began this this channel. We got Mando, baby.
Yes, we do. The trailer came out February.
Yes, we don't have a specific date. I don't think. I haven't seen any specific days.
I haven't
just
either, but
Projecting for February, my birthday month.
word. Are you one of those losers that celebrate your entire birthday month or even your birthday week?
Well, I don't do it on purpose, but specifically last year, because it was my 25th, everybody made a big deal out of it. So I felt like I was celebrating every day of my month.
I felt like I was celebrating your birthday all the time too because I think I went to 3 different
I was
birthday
about to
things
say,
for you.
I know we went out to eat at least 3 times. And then that's not going to include when we were going to go to level 99 and then they were completely booked.
Yep. Yeah, so I felt like I was celebrating your birthday all month.
Yeah. Yeah, Megan went all out for me, which I really appreciated, which is funny because I never put any significance on the 25. Like, I think I was too busy
It's
to
it's
even
25.
think
who
about
cares?
it. Yeah.
For me, the big ones are the ones that end in 0.
Yeah.
But like for the wrong reasons. Like every 10 years, I'm just gonna be more miserable that I'm getting older.
Oh, damn.
Like when I hit 30, I'm gonna be like, woo, and then I hit 40, I'm like, crap, I'm halfway there.
Gonna sip my coffee again. I'm feeling being up 5:45 every day.
Well, I mean, I chugged 2 coffees at breakfast, and I chugged the coffee when I got here, so I've chugged 3 coffees today.
then we're gonna chug. What do you think? Scorpion Bowl, Mai Tai,
Oh boy.
Pearl Harbor, or are we skipping booze tonight?
What kind of a question is that?
Okay, so we're skipping booze. No booze skipping.
I don't remember what the drink options were there. I've only been there once.
Fuzzy Tauntaun.
We gotta
Jawa
go.
juice.
We gotta go to Disney and check out that area.
Oh
but
man, we do.
it's gonna be a while. Someone had to go get engaged and get his own apartment and all sorts of things. So he has to pay for other things. All right, so
I'm apparently projecting myself too well. I'm noticing I'm peaking a lot.
really,
Yeah, just me.
huh? Okay.
Whoops. Sorry.
Oh well,
I'm not used to handheld mic.
they'll live. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll find stands, or we can fix the other stand or something. We'll
I'll
figure
get it
out.
fixed. I just have to find the piece. Ugh. All right.
Like I said, you'll find it when you're not looking for it.
All right. Back on track. Mando season 3. So the trailer dropped. Holy crap. Showed a lot without showing anything, like as usual. Just
They
enough
normally
to
do.
show probably a piece of most episodes.
Yeah.
Like locations, some characters that they're going to reveal. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and watch it. We're going to dive right into some good and bad predictions.
What do you want to start with?
I want you to have fun first. Tell me a bad prediction
All right,
of
so
what is going to happen in Mando season 3.
I wrote it in my notes because I laughed out loud to my inside, but out loud to
That's
myself.
how you know it's good.
So Babu Freak is actually the main villain of the whole season,
Okay.
and he, because I think Babu Freak is a he, but
Babu Freak.
I'm not sure.
Voice acted by a female.
He hires Darth Jar Jar to hunt down and kill Grogu and Mando.
Okay.
But Jar Jar actually ends up with the Darksaber and becomes the Mandalorian.
Oh. This honestly sounds kind of reminiscent of one of your, actually, I don't remember if it was a joke, predictions for, Rise of Skywalker.
I don't remember my prediction for that.
I mean, mine is Babu Freak. It sounds pretty on point to what you predicted with Darth Jar Jar.
I mean, I know a lot of the internet wanted Darth Jar Jar.
Yeah, a lot of us wanted to see Mando show up too, old Mando. But I guess that would be solidifying him into the Disney canon in a negative way. So they're like, we want to see what we can do with him first before limiting him to having to have a forced cameo.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so do you have further developments in that?
No,
No, that's just the plot line.
that's the plot line for
Okay.
the whole season.
Okay.
You got Darth Jar Jar hunting down Mando, chasing him in his ridiculously fast Naboo starfighter
Okay.
that apparently other people can catch up to.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's gonna try to capture Grogu. He's gonna kill Mando. He's gonna take the Darksaber, and now Bo-Katan is gonna have to try to get the Darksaber from Darth Jar Jar.
Kill, Jar Jar.
And win it. Imagine winning it in combat from Darth Jar Jar. Like, is that really winning it in combat?
Now, making him Darth Jar Jar, is he the typical mantle everybody wants him to have, which is he's like Plagueis? Or is he his own thing?
He is his own thing.
Okay, he's his own thing. Alright.
He is his own thing.
Alright, so now give me your legitimate.
Alright, so my legitimate one, I have that in here too.
And in case we are geniuses and get any of this right, spoiler alert.
For real. So, as you know, Bo-Katan wants the Darksaber.
Yes.
Mando won it. So now she has to try to get it from him, but they're kind of like friends and blah, blah, blah. So I think they're going to be more like frenemies in this
Okay,
whole
yep.
season, where she's like, I don't like you, but I like you. So they're going to... A lot of the storyline, I think, is going to be with them throughout the whole season. And in a surprise twist, because every season has to have one of those, Mando is going to befriend Moff Gideon in some way.
Whoa.
But that's going to cause Bo-Katan and all of her friends to be like, no, we don't like you. I'm going to take your Darksaber now. Which is where the whole turning against Mando comes from. And I think that's how she's going to try to get the Darksaber at the end.
Okay.
Whether she does or not, I don't know. I don't want to predict that far because I want to leave some stuff to my imagination.
Yes.
But I do think that would be a fun twist, is to have Moff Gideon become a good guy, or have Mando align himself with Moff Gideon.
Now, could you imagine if, like, he's going, by here I'm referring to Mando, Mando's going through, like, whatever ritual maybe to attempt to become worthy of the title of Mandalorian again, but only Moff Gideon knows of where, like, a destroyed entrance is, and he has to bring Moff Gideon back to Mandalore, and everyone's hating on him for that. Ooh.
See, like, I think that would be a really cool twist to have him be aligned in some way with Moff Gideon.
Yep. Dang. Yeah. What's his name? That plays Moff Gideon. Something Esposito, right?
Giancarlo
Esposito, I believe. Yeah, dude.
I thought it was like some Italian name, but I couldn't remember.
Dude, oh my god. I just finished Better Call Saul, and he was in it again because it's...
I still haven't seen
a lot
that.
of the
I haven't seen that. Breaking Bad.
I'll be honest, I don't particularly believe it's your type of show.
I mean, I used to watch it at Chris's house back at the Fox Run house, but I would watch it when I would go over and he would have it on.
So my point was just going to be that I just finished Better Call Saul. Giancarlo was in that. Before that, I finished season, I believe it was season 3 or 4 to The Boys. I don't remember which one just came out. I think it was 3 that just came out. So I just finished that. Giancarlo Esposito is in that.
Okay.
And then before that was Mando season 2. So I'm getting... Oh, wait, no. Before that, actually, before I ended season 2, I was playing Far Cry 6, and he played the villain in that.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
So it literally went Mando season 2, having him, the game, a show, and another show. And then we'll probably see him again in season 3. I would be very surprised if we don't.
I mean, he's been so far the main villain of the show. Like unless they introduced a bigger, badder villain.
Which I love that. So even though we knew Moff Gideon was coming in season 1, we don't really see him until the last couple episodes. So it still caught me off guard, him killing oh my god, why am I blanking on actors' names now? The guy who was originally the Imperial officer that was originally dealing with Mando. For the child. I would like to see the baby.
Yeah.
But anyways, he gets killed off by Moff Gideon. I was caught off guard by that. Like, I could feel it coming, but still it got me. So I loved the reveal of Moff Gideon just there, and just... I feel like Giancarlo, he has to be, like, that villain who's just ruthless and cunning in everything he plays.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. He plays it very well.
Yeah, that's just, like, such a strong suit. Which is funny, he did a promo video for Destiny before Destiny came out years ago, and he was, like, reading a bedtime story to a kid.
Huh.
And when I first saw that, I was just finishing Breaking Bad.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so of course.
So I was like,
more Giancarlo.
I used to see you a good guy.
So, do you have a good and bad prediction?
I do. The bad one I'm gonna do on the spot.
Okay.
I think my imagination can run wild. So my good prediction I'll start with, I believe I even might have mentioned part of this when we covered the finale of Boba Fett, because we were given more information, having, seen Mando in the last couple episodes there. And it was basically Mando season 2.5 for like a couple episodes.
Yeah, pretty much the last half of the Book of Boba Fett.
So I'm gonna take some bits from that too. My good prediction is they're clearly looking to, or I should say clearly, because I guess they don't have to follow this, but I kind of figured Mando would try to get his title back.
Yeah, I mean,
of Mandalorian. So he would go to Mandalore, go through the caves, do whatever ritual he needs.
see, but he could also
gets his title
he
back.
could also just team up with Bo-Katan and become part of it.
So, since it's the like sect of the cultish sect of Death Watch that I believe he was a part of, that had the whole ritualistic, like, can't take the mask off, you're Mandalorian no more. In the trailer for season 3, there's a line that Bo-Katan says where she like calls out the cult and says how they basically caused the downfall.
Yep.
Or they're at least partially responsible. So I really would like to. I'm thinking, while Mando's like in the mines doing, he's just doing his own thing with Grogu. He's going through the trials, whatever. He might fight some monsters.
Being Mando.
Maybe we'll see a mythosaur. Who knows? That would be freaking insane. Or even if we just hear it, they tease it and they show it late in like a couple seasons later. They just keep teasing it and teasing it. Whatever, that would be cool. So anyways, he's doing that, and then a civil war happens on Mandalore between like the cult being led by the Armorer versus Bo-Katan.
But how much? So would it just be a civil war of Bo-Katan and her group?
Yeah,
versus
just
the Armorer and Jon Favreau?
Yeah, basically. So they have their own like little civil war. So it's not like a full civil war where it's like full armies. It's just kind of like, do you remember the siege of Mandalore in the Clone Wars? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like smaller than that, because that was like full armies fighting. So smaller than that as a little civil war, because I don't believe they're that populous anyways at this point.
Right.
So I'm thinking that'll be a route they could go. So he's doing his own thing. Her storyline is happening there, and they're gonna tease the Ahsoka show a little bit.
Ooh, I forgot about the Ahsoka show.
So Ahsoka will either show up a little bit, or we'll see. Maybe we'll see Sabine.
Ooh.
And then they might even tie in Mando to go and help them find Ezra, because then he's like, wait, that's another Jedi. or maybe he gave up on that entirely since Grogu chose Mando over the Jedi Order. So
yeah, see, I mean, Ezra makes sense though, because he was never trained in like the Jedi Order. It was
correct,
kind of
just the Jedi arts.
Yeah, so that would make sense, because Ezra can teach him the ways of the Force without those stupid Jedi rules.
So one thing I loved about Rebels that I would like to see in season 3 is, so in Rebels they did a lot of the mystical, like temples and everything, and then even the video game Fallen Order, you just go through ancient Jedi temples and you find all this mystical stuff. So it would be cool to have Freddie Prinze Jr. return as the voice of Kanan, and maybe he like, if we did get like an Ezra return or whatever, or maybe that's probably going to be the plot line of the Ahsoka show.
I was gonna say, I feel like some of this is more centered around the Ahsoka show, and
I honestly, I guess I'll shut up because my mind's going in many different directions, and I'll just leave it with this. This is going to lead into the Ahsoka show in some way.
That makes a lot of sense.
Maybe not the finale. The finale the theme seems to just be going with his own thing.
Yeah.
But then they might do an end credit thing where they reveal the Ahsoka show.
So it kind of feels like, obviously it has to be one step bigger than what the season is by the end.
Yes.
So at the end of the season, they kick it up a notch for the next season, and all right, this is the baseline. You follow it. Now you go up a step and blah 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 blah. But it does make sense that in some points, like maybe in some episodes, they just tie in Ahsoka in some way, rather than. I think that, to me, that makes more sense than like at the end, like tie it into Ahsoka.
That's why I think Sabine having the Civil War, like the mini Civil War, Sabine's house was aligned with Bo-Katan's at the end of Rebels, so let's just say maybe her family's helping, and so Sabine's like, they're having a civil war, I need to help put this out. So I need to leave you guys temporarily, go there, and then that's how we get the interaction of Sabine. Then she interacts with Mando, and then that's how we could get that tie into the Ahsoka show.
Okay, you know what? I could get on board with that. It's quick, but it's very relevant, and it brings a lot of information.
Yeah, and it keeps moving it forward,
right,
too, without going a step back just to introduce a character. And it's not just a cameo.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what? I like that.
Right.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
All right, now on the fly, I want you to come up with a bad prediction.
All right, bad prediction. Okay, Jabba the Hutt's son is alive.
All right, good start. Good start.
He is seeking revenge for the death of his father. Now we are going to get the D.H. Harrison Ford. We've already had the Mark Hamill one with Luke Skywalker. We are finally getting Han Solo's return. And,
Question.
yes.
Who's going to play Han Solo? Are they going to do what they did with, like, Luke and just do a bunch of, like...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's the route they're going to go. That for this bad one. That's the good thing they'll do for this bad prediction.
Okay.
Okay, so he's seeking revenge there, and then Han crashes after a dogfight between, like, Jabba the Hutt's son, who has a name, and I'm just... Is it Rhoda? Rhoda the Hutt? Rhoda?
No, that's an ice cream place.
Rhoda Springs. Come on down, Rhoda Springs ice cream.
Are they still open?
Yes. Yeah, they don't close till mid-November.
Holy okay.
Oh, yeah, no, they open early, too. They're open in March. March 10th.
Imagine being open while there's snow on the ground. Like, yeah.
But they close early at night. I think like 6 p.m.
Yeah, that makes sense.
6 or 7, yeah. Okay, so there's a dogfight happening between the Millennium Falcon and, you know what? This is a bad prediction. So Rhoda the Hutt is piloting Darth Maul's ship, the Scimitar.
So what does this have to do with Mando?
You're going to find out. And
I need the tie-in here.
so they're doing a major dogfight, right? And Mando's like en route. He's in his like speedy ship. They come out of hyperspace, like in the middle of the dogfight, and they're like, "Oh shit, kid, hold on, we got to get out of this." Rada, in his blind rage, starts firing at him too, and then all three of them crash land on Dagobah. Somehow that's where they are. Bad prediction. And Grogu and Rada the Hutt start having a rivalry. Just making sure the recording didn't stop real quick. I heard a thing.
Yeah, I did too. That would
Well,
suck,
you should not be saving to that hard drive anyways. You should be saving to the 4 terabyte one, which we are good.
Okay.
All right. So then they have a little rivalry, Grogu and Rada the Hutt. So Rada the Hutt, he ain't fully grown yet. It hasn't been long enough, so he's still kind of small. He's not like
he's
tiny.
still a small space slug.
Yeah, he's still a smaller space slug. He's like Groot from Infinity War, where he's like in his teens. He's in his teen phase. He's like,
Okay.
Groot. Okay. They have their own little rivalry going on. Han Solo and Chewbacca interact with Mando, and they work together to get off of Dagobah, and they're haunted by the ghost of Yoda. And that's just like an episode.
That's a singular episode.
Singular episode. Then Han just kind of like finally is able to contact Luke. Luke and the New Republic come and rescue them, get them off there, and then they go towards Mandalore, which, as they're about to get there, Moff Gideon has escaped, and he has built a Starkiller-like base out of the planet of Mandalore, and then they fire the planet.
You have no idea how much I hate this.
And it self-destructs, and it fades to black, and you just hear, "Hey!" from Babu Freak, and then roll credits.
So is that another episode, or is that the rest
That's
of the
the rest of the season. Everyone dies. That's my off-the-cuff bad prediction.
Oh boy. That's a pretty good bad prediction.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, right?
Surprised you didn't bring in, like, Elmo or Oscar the Grouch or something.
They ran out of Muppets.
What do you mean they ran out of Muppets?
Yeah, they ran out of Muppets.
How?
Well, Jim Henson.
Yeah, I know. It's been a while.
Yeah, no one else knows how to make them.
So... Okay.
Moving on. So, in terms of current obsessions, you got anything you're, like, currently obsessed with?
I mean, just the typical Cold War zombies.
Heck yeah. I was gonna say, that's probably my answer.
Playing...
Go for that ethereal
Playing
skin.
NHL 21. Being good at that.
Yeah. Being good's an understatement.
You know, I've been more inclined to keep up with playing Pokemon Sapphire because of that thingy I found.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
So I was playing that a little bit the other day. Played it today while I was on the toilet. Sitting on the John.
Sitting on the John. The deuce.
Yeah, so I've been more inclined to keep up with that and actually level up all my Pokemon, not just my starter.
Lovery.
Huh?
I said lovery.
Lovery?
Yeah, lovely. Lovery.
I get it now. Yeah, I don't think there's that many. Not that I can think of. I'm trying to think. Just been eating, sleeping, working, and chilling.
Working and chilling. I finally got my bench from my parents' place, so I've been benching the last couple days. Today I'm taking it off because I'm a little weakling, so I need a day off.
Even my D&D campaign, like I've taken a break from that for the last week because I went like a solid 2 months
Zach is shaking out his penis right now.
No, I'm not. I'm scratching my belly button.
Yeah.
My D&D campaign, I went hard at it for like 2 months. I was like, all right, let's hit the brakes a little bit, get some of those creative juices flowing again.
I was going throughout our Discord conversations, and I realized I sent you a lot of stuff back when we did my campaign, my Star Wars D&D campaign over Discord, and I sent you some pictures. And I was like, why did I send him Raven from Teen Titans as a Sith Lord? Like, I don't know if that's actually who it was, but that's what it looks like. It's in our direct messages. I also sent you some, like, concept art for, like, some sort of TIE fighter. It looks like the Umbaran starfighter that Fives pilots in the Clone Wars, but mixed with the cockpit of a TIE fighter.
Actually, yeah, I'm looking at that right now. I don't know. Why did you...
That was probably a character you encountered.
Maybe,
Wherever we left off...
I'm looking at a message and I cannot repeat some of these words.
Oh, no. Are there some gamer words in there?
There are 3 gamer words.
3 different gamer words?
Yeah, I'll show it to you.
Okay, we'll keep this censored.
Don't read it out loud.
Oh, I was angry.
My guess is it was Chris and Kim that you were
yes.
annoyed with for their lack of participation.
Yes, the 2 of you left. You know, you lovely people. You just dipped in the middle of the campaign, didn't say a thing. So I said some gamer words about you. But we're good now.
Yep. That's my guess. I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember. Like, I don't remember any of these pictures and why you sent them.
Yeah, my best guess is just that you were interacting with them. I need to finish the campaign with you guys just so I can not have that lingering over my conscience that we just have this campaign that was wonderful at first.
It was, and then the others didn't participate, and Eamon's still in Canada.
Yes, his character was the best. Funyun, the gunman. Say that once.
Wasn't he force sensitive too?
Yes, yeah, he was discovered to be force sensitive, so he is dual classing as, I believe, a bounty hunter and a Jedi.
Yeah, because I think I picked to be neutral, or part of the gray Jedi.
Oh, that's right.
I was kicked out because I didn't want to follow the Jedi rules.
Yep. Chris was a...
he was a robot.
He was a Inquisitor, and his race was a droid.
Yep.
So his class was Inquisitor, and that's the only way you could be or use any quote-unquote Force abilities as a droid. You had to be an Inquisitor, because I added some special components that emulated Force abilities. You're not actually Force sensitive. But,
Right.
Yep.
Dude, I'm really looking forward to my campaign. I'm so close, so part of me just wants to finish it, but I know that like the stuff I'd come up with is not my best stuff.
My major concern is, like, I would love to dedicate, like, once a week or, once a month to, like,
I'd want to do it at least like
doing
once
a
every 2
meetup.
weeks.
But I know how spontaneous my schedule is, that I can't do a dedicated day a week.
Well, so you don't even need like the same specific day, but like at the start of the week, like on Monday, you just say, all right, I'm gonna take this day. So whatever happens, I can do this day, right? So let's say 1 week it's Friday, and then the next week
So we'll
it's
just work
Tuesday.
it out at the beginning/end of each week.
Yeah. So, because
That's more doable.
I want to do it, and the whole thing will just depend on how quick you want to go. I would recommend taking your time, because that ending is gonna be rough.
Hi, Maggie.
I don't think she heard you.
Hi, Maggie. Oh, I heard her.
Yeah, there she
She's
goes.
in the restroom. All right. What's next to talk about?
Did you want to talk about She-Hulk at all?
I was actually just thinking that. So She-Hulk has its last episode coming out next week, the season finale.
Really?
Yeah, only 6 episodes. At least that's what our boy Benny told me. But
we gotta give our normal shout out to Ben.
Shout out.
Shout.
Outshout.
All right.
He outshouts all the shout outs.
We gotta get him on here one day.
I got a pity laugh out of that one. Wow. How desperate are we?
We gotta get him on here one day.
Yeah.
Bring him in as a guest.
Yeah, we have a couple guests we want to get. Also, we might have a new a new co-host.
Yeah, we'll have to talk to him about it because of his school schedule now.
Yes, but Chris might be joining the cast.
Yes.
So.
He said yes. We just got to figure out when we can bring him in.
Yeah. I think he'll add a good dynamic.
Yeah.
We got to get quite a few guests on that I feel like would add a very interesting
I want to bring
perspective.
in Matt. I want to bring in Matt.
He is at the forefront of my mind, actually. Yeah.
He's got some interesting ideas, but let's get back to She-Hulk.
So She-Hulk, brief synopsis of the show. She is a Hulk. She is a cousin to Bruce Banner.
And she's an attorney at law.
They get in a car accident because of a misunderstanding from a spaceship that came from Sakaar, where Hulk was the champion. And his blood gets into her veins. She becomes She-Hulk.
But she has, like, total control over the Hulk.
Because she's a woman. That's what they reveal. Because she has been having to control her emotions her whole life, she just knows how to control the Hulk.
I mean, it makes sense.
It does make sense.
Makes a lot of sense. So, what do you think of the show so far? Minus the last episode, because
I like it a lot better than Miss Marvel, which was another
still
show.
Can't get through it. I've tried, man.
It is It's a Disney Channel Marvel show. I have no issues with Miss Marvel. It's just I am definitely not the target audience. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
And
I'm waiting for the commercials where the actress comes in and does like the.
Yep.
And you're watching the Disney Channel.
I actually can't even tell you. Kamala Khan?
Yes.
My name's Kamala Khan, and you're watching Marvel.
That's what I'm waiting for. If they did that once, that would be kind of funny.
Okay, no, it would. But so that's the synopsis of the show. She's a lawyer.
She's a lawyer and
she's
a
Hulk.
It's pretty straightforward.
I really dug the first couple episodes. My major gripe is for how short the season is, and B, how short the episodes are. They don't have her hulking out at all. which I get it, it's expensive. But if you're going to have the show where she's the main attraction, and that's
My
expensive
guess is
CGI.
maybe they'll save that expensive CGI for like later on in different phases when she can actually Hulk out.
Yeah, but I feel like they have to.
I mean, they're
more.
probably gonna do a lot of it in this last episode.
They better. So have you seen this latest episode?
No.
Okay, so the first 2 episodes focused on her becoming the Hulk and then meeting her first biggest client, which was Abomination.
Yep. Which
And
I liked that.
those were some good episodes, but nothing really happens in them. And again, I get the budgetary restrictions, but you need to utilize it a lot better than the pacing. That's what I have an issue with. The pacing of the show is very slow. It's very slow.
No, I get that, but honestly, part of me thinks because they have to do like lawyer work is what slows it down. Like,
Yeah. So, not this past week, but the last week. So, episode 4 ended with
Titania, right? Suing her.
yes, but she also fought the Marvel equivalent to the cyberpunk gang from Boba Fett,
Oh yeah.
and that is the only action that has happened in an entire show, a Marvel show about a Hulk.
On the 4th episode.
On the 4th episode. That has been the only action. Now, I'm not counting her quote-unquote training montage with Bruce. That is sparring. And she threw Titania at the end of episode 1.
That's not action.
That's not action. Like, yes, by a technical standpoint, that is action, but those are not action. Like, packed scenes. They're not packed.
See, I definitely want more action, but in a weird way, I kind of like that there is none. Like, the whole plot line of the show is her acting as working literally as she transforms into the Hulk and just working as a lawyer, which I think that's kind of cool.
It's cool, but again, the whole pacing, that's just what it's been. If
No,
you
I know.
have maybe 2 episodes like that, but like I get it, you're building up her identity, but in a short show like this, you have to be quicker with this.
You do, but I think because I know this isn't like just a one-off, I'm kind of just giving it a pass. Like, they're introducing a new character. This is who she is.
Now,
Obviously, you're gonna see her do something at the end of the show. I hope.
yeah, we have to hope, but I think I'm being hard on the show because of this week's episode.
No, I know, and I get that, and I haven't seen it because you said don't even bother.
Don't waste your time. It is a lawsuit battle between her and Titania over the name She-Hulk
that she didn't even pick herself, that she
Correct.
said like a jillion times.
and then the side characters have an amazing adventure. The male lawyer that I don't even know his name because none of these characters are memorable in any way.
I don't know. Her She-Hulk's friend is kind of funny. She
funny,
makes me
but
laugh.
I couldn't tell you her name.
I mean, I couldn't tell you either, but I have enjoyed some of her characters, some of her dialogue.
I liked the male lawyer when they introduced him in the previous episode. I thought he was funny and had like a funny side storyline going on. But then they take him and then the paralegal that She-Hulk has. They go on a side adventure, get swagged up, and all of a sudden are obsessed with becoming Avengers, knock-off Avengers fanboy and girl, and just are wearing it. And then they're doing that to impress a designer who can help She-Hulk have clothes that fit her when she's transforming. And
wow.
they dance. They nerd out and dance.
Wow.
Yeah. When they started dancing, I immediately thought of what's John Ralphio's sister's name in Parks and Rec?
Oh, I can't remember.
Mona Lisa, I don't know. Madonna.
We can't remember a lot today.
No, I mean my excuse is I'm sleepy.
My excuse is I'm dumb.
I mean, both of us can interchange the excuses and it'll still be the same.
Yeah.
It'll be truthful either way. But yeah, so that's literally... Oh, she wins. She-Hulk wins the lawsuit and then gets a super suit.
I kind of figured.
And they don't show it. And then Titania's like, yeah, I didn't even want the name.
Okay.
That was the episode. There was no action, nothing happens. Titania doesn't actually even care.
Then what was the point?
We didn't get like it was funny with Wongers.
That was funny.
In the previous episode, that
Wongers.
was great. Having Wong in there at all. We're in the Wong verse.
I did
The
find it
Wongers
funny,
verse.
like when they would cut to like Wong and Madison, spelled with a Y and two N's, where they would like actually hang out.
Yep.
When like he clearly wouldn't tolerate her, and he'd just be like, no. But I love that.
Sorcerer Supreme gets lonely.
I love that they actually had it, so she was hanging out with him, watching Law and Order or whatever it was.
Part.
Or was it Law? No, it wasn't Law and Order. It was
Sopranos.
The Sopranos. I don't know why I said Law and Order, but I thought that was really funny. Wongers.
But other than when they have cameos, the show, I hate to say this, but at least
It's been
for my opinion, it's a disappointment. This is
Yeah.
the first Marvel show I'm disappointed in. I can't say a bad thing about, again, Miss Marvel, because I know I'm not the target audience. I believe it was done well in every aspect. The editing, the... Alright, so right there we cut out because I forgot that I had to uninstall and reinstall this program that we're recording on, and I did not change back the hard drive that the recordings would save to, so it ran out of space.
Hold on.
No, stop! They're shooting us!
I could barely hear that one.
It was just gunfire. Okay, so just to finish that thought so it doesn't sound too random, I was just going on about how I just wasn't the target demographic for Miss Marvel.
Yep.
And so I have nothing bad to say about it.
Yeah. Like I said, I tried to get into it, I couldn't. But that's okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna prop up my mic here.
Ooh, what are we
then-
doing?
Now we're gonna transition to the end of the pod where we're gonna just do some unboxing and figure out what I have gotten. Because I as previously mentioned at the beginning, came into a large collection
Right,
of
okay.
Star Wars paraphernalia.
So do you want to show the camera the...
Yeah, so here, let's see a tauntaun.
I do too. Let's not cut that as... Oh. We got a Biggs Dark... Oh, so here now. We got Biggs Dark Lighter, everybody. I love his mustache.
And then we've got ourselves a Yoda and Luke training on Dagobah.
So we have here an Imperial TIE Fighter pilot. Actually, some of these are.
This one I'm actually excited about. I thought I saw a tauntaun, but it's actually the Ronto and Jawa. So it is from New Hope. That was that one CGI added scene that everyone hates. By everyone, I mean anyone who cares about that stuff.
Alright, so I'm gonna butcher some of these names. But we have Rebel Pilot, Ken Num, Wedge Antilles, and Arvel Grinid.
Oh, that's much better for the
Yeah, I can't figure out how to read that last one. Grinid.
Okay, this is really cool. So this looks like Phasma, like in appearance, but it's called Captain Cardinal, and it's one of the Sith troopers from Rise of Skywalker. I didn't know this was a character. Transported from Galaxy's Edge. That's pretty cool. Damaged box, so this one will probably be coming out of the box to make all of you people angry who care.
Alright, so this is a two-parter.
Oh yeah.
So if you want, you can.
Go ahead.
Alright, so we got Bespin Luke. When he has both hands.
Does one hand come off?
I mean, probably, but it doesn't look like it. And then the other one we have is Hoth Leia. Got a lot of Empire in this one. Empire Strikes Back.
A lot of people refer to that movie as just Empire.
Yeah, but I didn't want people.
Here, go see a Star War. All right, now we are into the second and last box. And that's not to say that this is the last that I will be having either. It was brought to my attention that there might be even more. So what I ended up doing was I paid a flat fee, and they were like, "Okay, we'll go with that. I'm gonna just send you all this other stuff."
Remember those things that look like pills? You put it in water and they look like dinosaurs.
Yes.
I thought that's what this was at first, given all the colors on the back. But no, it's just the Jawa. More
We have a repeat, just a different style packaging of Luke training Dagobah. It's like the third or fourth one I've got now.
And speaking of Luke, we have Luke, Snow Speeder Luke, as this box says. He's in his pilot's gear.
I'm actually really excited about this one. This is Han Solo, again, Empire. Empire is this, man. It's awesome. It's Han Solo Bespin. Show it off, baby.
So it looks like it's a chromified version of a Stormtrooper. That's actually really cool. So yeah, it's a Stormtrooper, but he's chrome. That's really cool. I really like it.
Oh, yo. Alright. We've got some Return of the Jedi here. Got a Gamorrean guard.
We got Grogu. Oh, I think this is before he was named Grogu because it just says the child.
Oh, nice. We have an AT-AT driver. See? Again, Empire. I like how they say driver and not because it's not flying, so I guess that's the technical term.
Oh, that makes sense. We got Greedo.
You shot first.
I was gonna say, what do you think?
We have a Imperial TIE Fighter pilot. Again, Empire. Although you can argue that most of these boxes are in like mint condition.
Some bent edges, but that's okay. We got a Scout Trooper.
I'll wait. For the Empire. Ooh, this one was taped back together, so we're gonna untape it. But we've got Death Squad Commander, Commandant. Wow. Actually, holy crap. Yep.
So we have Skywalker. I think that's the last.
Yeah. Wait. I'm Zach. You've been listening and maybe watching Disney